welcome back to the Hay Meadow. My name is Hayley and this is my channel where I talk about a whole lot of sewing stuff, really. What I've been making, what I've been wearing, the patterns that I may have found, fabrics that I may have bought. Who knows? Usually there's a lot of rambling and wandering off into the distance, and yeah, you could have anything here. Anyway, what you will have here today is Happy Mother's Day. So today in Australia, which is where I am, it is Mother's Day. So this is going to be my Friday sews, and thank you to Today in Jen's Sewing Room for this hashtag. And today, yes, today here in Australia, it is Mother's Day. So I've had a lovely day. I've been out here in my sewing room. I've also been next door in the healing room. I've been washing fabric, which is always nice. And not only have I been having a lovely day, but the house smells divine with the smell of Sunday roast dinner. So Chris is busy in the kitchen, beavering away, making a wonderful roast family dinner. So Marty and Dylan and Lincoln are coming over for dinner tonight, and so is my son, Christopher. There's another funny story for you. Remind me to tell you the story about the Christopher. Just the name. It's amusing, just like every other weird story in my life. Anyway, so what am I doing at the moment? Well, I'm currently working on my toile of the Dressmaker's Closet Ava blouse. So there she is. Sorry, it's a black and white print off. You'll recall a couple of weeks back, not the last Beyond the Pink Door fabric box, I think it was the one before that, where we got it right here, in fact. This beautiful double gauze. So gorgeous duck egg type blue, absolutely wonderful double gauze. Now at the time, just a white one that I've got there, at the time I did say that I wasn't sure what I was going to make, and I thought that I possibly might make some pajamas. Well, that changed the minute I watched Andrea's box video. So imagine this. The opening scene opens up and Andrea is sitting drenched in sunlight through her sewing room window, and she is wearing the most beautiful white blouse. And it's this Ava blouse. It's the Ava blouse in this view here, although she had made the long sleeve, with the bow tie. So it's a thin little bow tie. Gorgeous. I immediately went into envy mode and knew that that's basically what I was going to be making. So, you know, double gauze here in winter is the perfect casual blouse, really. So I popped off to Lincraft on this occasion because they had some absolutely gorgeous double gauze as well, and picked myself up some white, which you've already seen, and also this lovely pink. So this is what I'm toiling. So I'm toiling the Ava blouse in this gorgeous pink. You can see that I've done my dart there. And the reason I'm showing you this is because the finishes are beautiful. So it does have a front center seam. It does have a center front seam. And I think I have done no research because you know me. I think this is possibly called either flat felled seaming or like a Hong Kong finish. I will Google it after, but just not now. So here is the inside of that front center seam. And look at that. It's just beautiful. And the finish here, up and the V neckline, is just going to be stunning. Like, just so simple. And it's finishes like this, in my opinion, just elevate a simple garment just beautifully. Here's the cuffs. So I've done my sleeves, and here's the cuff. Look at that. Beautiful puff. So I've done the long sleeve. I have used a grey overlocker thread because I haven't got a dusky pink. I thought red might have been too much. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. I might finish it tonight. I'm not sure. So I'm about to insert the sleeves. Once I've done that, it's hemming the bottom and making and attaching that little collar tie. I can't wait. I can't wait. I have a feeling that I'll actually make this pink version the blue in the Beyond the Pink Door box fabric. And then you saw that white. There's actually, I think there could be like 4 meters of that white. So I'm not obviously going to make 15 of these, but there could be a white one coming as well. And I'm not sure if the double gauze might be a bit too hefty for the Pussy Bow blouse version, but we'll see. You never know. You never know. Now, I have spoken before about the wonderful, wonderful subscribers that I have on my channel, and I love all of you dearly. I really enjoy chatting to everyone, and, you know, there's lots of people that come back time and time again, which is fabulous. So we have, you know, you start to get to know people, which is wonderful. But one thing I did want to say, and you know, everyone comments that they enjoy my videos because I'm irreverent and, you know, I'm not afraid to have a laugh, and that's exactly what I want when people come to my channel. I want you to come here, I want you to enjoy yourself, have a bit of a laugh, because really I'm laughing along with you, don't worry about that. So never be afraid of that I'm not having a laugh at my own expense. However, being that today's Mother's Day, I did want to have a bit of a chat about something that really means a lot to me, and it involves all of this whole videoing business. So it came to my attention a number of years ago now that there's a term that's known, like I stumbled across it, but it's called the invisible mother. Now, I'm not sure if you've heard of this before, but what it actually effectively means is that, you know, you spend years raising your children and, you know, you're taking photos and you're documenting their growth, and, well, that's if you're, you know, a photo person. I'm not. Terrible at taking photos. But what happens is that over the years you have albums and books and reels of your kids as they're growing and important times in their life, and, you know, things for you to look back on. But you're not in any of those photos. You're just not there. And there are lots of reasons why you might not be in those photos. It could be that there was no one else there to take the photos. You know, this whole selfie business and being able to have a camera at your disposal all the time, that you can have a timer on and things like that, that's relatively new. Like, you know, unless you had a fancy camera with a timer on it, you just didn't have that option. So it may have been that there was no one there to take the photos with you in it. Or it may be the fact that you don't like the way you look. You don't like seeing photos of yourself. You don't like, you know, you're carrying extra weight, or you don't like bits about yourself. And that is totally human, totally normal. We all go through that. Hey, I wish that I was, and I'm going to use the word because we're all adults and, you know, I have frank conversations here. I wish that I was as fat today as what I was the first time I thought I was fat, you know. I look at those photos and think, wow, geez, if only I was that fat now, because I thought I was fat then. Anyway, if that's not what this is about, I'm not being derogatory towards myself. You know, I'm old enough and I know all the things that I need to do. I know all the things that I can do. It comes down to me doing them. That's what it comes down to. And it's the same for everybody else here. You know, it's the same for you. It's the same for me. That's just life and what it's about. It's all choices that we make. I'm getting off track. Anyway, so one of the things that I thought about, you know, if you've gone and watched some of my videos, you may have seen the one on how I fell into sewing and why I've got this YouTube channel. That wasn't about me wanting to have a huge audience and, you know, become an influencer, or what does my sister call me? Oh, I can't even remember now. Anyway, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Just edit that bit out. So it wasn't about any of that. I was quite happy watching the other sewing people and enjoying, you know, what was out there. However, if you've seen that video, you know that I mainly started this channel to support local Aussie sewing businesses, for want of a better word. But one thing that did occur to me after a while is that although there are not many photos of me, there's not a lot. There's not a great deal of them. But now what there is there's video of me being me, of me enjoying like a newfound passion, a hobby that really gets me excited. So there's video evidence that I was here. There's video evidence that, you know, I was excited about something and that I shared it with people. So I guess what I wanted to say really is that if you're one of those people, if you're one of those mums who's always behind the camera, then it's time to actually get in front of it. Whether that's in photos with your kids or just having photos taken. Put down that feeling of insignificance or those feelings that you have about seeing yourself in photos, because really they're not for you. So the way I'm looking at it now is that this is actually a way for me to be me, and for my grandkids and future great-grandchildren to see who I am. And to see the type of person that I was, and to see me in all my glory. Oh my goodness, lucky them. Anyway, so, you know, if you are an invisible mum, then it's time for you to actually get on the other side of the camera and be there and show up in, you know, the beauty that is you. So there we go. That is it. Now, I reckon I've probably like created a record for the shortest vlog ever, for me anyway. So there you go. So I hope that although my videos are usually, you know, fun, I guess. Everyone says they are. Hopefully I haven't put a dampener on that because that's not what it was about. But yeah, it's something that I've thought about in the past, and hopefully I'm rectifying now, which is really important to me. So from one Australian mum to all of the mums, the nanas, the great-grandmas, the grandmas, the nonnas, and the women out there who perhaps haven't had children but still watch my channel, you have a mum too. I'm wishing you a happy Mother's Day. And with that, I shall sign off. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.